Kissing Frogs podcast is all about the fun side of dating the wrong people. Ever been on that really bad first date or dated a total douchebag? Well, instead of crying about it, laugh about it. Come share your stories on Kissing Frogs podcast and tell us if you made it through all these frogs and found your prince or princess. Hi, my name is Tiffany Hill, and welcome back to Kissing Frogs. You can find us on kissingfrogspodcast.com or all other podcast streaming services. And I want to welcome Alex to our podcast. So welcome, Alex. Thank you for being here. I am so excited for you here. I love you to death. Like, I've known you for a few years. You are just my life right now.
Yeah.
I know you have
obsessed.
Obsessed. Exactly. That's the word. Okay, so tell us about you, Alex.
What do you want to know about me as far as
I am?
Yeah,
where are you from?
Well, I grew up from California.
Okay.
I'm half Mexican, half Middle Eastern. Pretty much grew up my whole life in California. Moved here to Michigan. I don't know why, but I'm here. You know what I mean? And I am grateful though, because I met so many fucking great people, and this is where I'm at.
Yeah, well, I'm grateful too because I got to meet you. You are absolutely fabulous.
Thank you.
We are in the heart of Detroit and everything that goes around on it. So I understand. Tell us about your sexuality.
So actually, this will be the first time I've ever done anything as far as public, you know. My sexuality I've been struggling with my sexuality for years. I'm 33 years old, and the past 2 years, my sexuality has changed from bisexual to now just liking men, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
In today's world, in 2019, that we are all about, at least should be, accepting of others.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with exploring. There's nothing wrong with, you're trying to figure yourself out.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, you know what? Like I told everybody, I'm like, we come from, if you look in ancient history, if you look at the Spartans, like this happened back in the day. It was just never talked about. Mm-hmm. As far as, you know what I mean, like open to the public. So it's one thing that's coming out now recently where everybody is more receptive. We're all sexual human beings.
Right,
we like what we like. Sex is fucking sex. We shouldn't have labels for anything.
Right. So, and the crazy thing is about no matter who and what you're dating, whether it be a woman or a man, people still are experiencing the same things that everyday people are experiencing in the dating world.
Absolutely.
So just because you might be heterosexual doesn't mean that you're going to find a great girl. And just because you would consider yourself gay.
See, that's the thing. Is like, I don't want to have a label. I don't like to consider myself gay because for me, I like what I like spiritually or not even physically. It's just about what the inside is, honestly.
Okay.
To be completely honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So regardless of the sexual orientation that's going on, is that you have to make sure that the person that you're with loves you, likes you, wants to be with you. Okay.
That's why I think us as humans, I think that's what we thrive for, is to find that connection and to have that security of somebody loving you just the way that your mind portrays what love is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So today we obviously, and in the past, have been talking about the fun side of dating the wrong people.
Absolutely.
And whether we're going on one bad first dates or we're doing a couple dates, whether we're in a long-term relationship or a long-distance relationship, of the blessings that have been coming about of dating the wrong people. And I know that you have a story for us here about being with someone or dating someone that was not right for you.
Yeah. I actually, at one point, I was dating somebody from Toronto, which is also comes to like the long distance relationship. You know what I mean? Okay. You think you found that person, you know, somebody that is gonna cater to you, that does anything that you ask them to, they would do it for you. But at the end of the day, you still feel that void. Like you still want somebody to be like aggressive. Like you need to do this to better your life. You need to do that to like expand your mind and your like what you want to have in this life. You know what I mean? So somebody that just gives you everything that you want in this life, is not actually everything that you do want in this life. That's how we want it to be. In reality, we really don't want that. We just want somebody to push you, like, go out there, be a go-getter, like, do what you love to do. Don't mind me. I'll be there as your back support. But also, like, just be yourself. And I haven't had that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard to, like, date now in this world because of, like, what social media portrays you to be as, like, this over exaggerating glam person. You know what I mean? Like, you have everything in this fucking life, but in reality you really don't.
So could you say that the people that you've been with have maybe somehow used you to gain momentum in whether it's be their quote unquote celebrity status?
Oh, 100%.
Or their likeness, or just a tool, just a simple fucking fuck boy, just
100%.
somebody that is just using you because you are so sweet and so nice. I know you personally.
Yeah. So my second relationship with a guy was actually 2 years ago. So I've only like been out in this world not too long ago. So the second boyfriend that I had, he was so jealous, like if I wasn't home by like 3 o'clock or if I didn't answer his phone call at 4 o'clock. So he exposed me to like my social media. I don't know how he got past my passwords. Like he got past like everything in my social media. He ended up putting a picture of us like kissing when I wasn't out yet, because me being Middle Eastern, being Hispanic, Catholic, like there's a lot to the background, you know what I mean? Like I had a lot of friends on my social media, and it was just like I felt like it wasn't right. But for him, because like he wanted that reinsurance, he went to like that maliciousness, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get him, like he's like mine, and like I want everybody to fucking know that that's just mine. Like
But you weren't ready, and so then you got exposed on social media, and then you probably had a lot of questions to answer from maybe your siblings or your mom or your friends as to what was going on. And so how did you handle that?
I was just being I was just honest. I told them like I'm sorry that I didn't come out, you know, how I expected it to be. It had to be on my own terms. I'm sorry that happened, that this, you know, it happened through somebody else. But it happened, you know what I mean? Like there was nothing more I can do. I mean, everything was already out. So I just explained to them, I'm like, you know, I've been struggling with myself. I'm like, it just took me a long time for somebody, you know, for me to come out. But for somebody to actually like push me, actually am not ungrateful for him. I'm actually thankful for him because he pushed me to, you know, to be myself.
Okay.
At a quicker rate than when I what I expected it to be.
So now that you are out and open and you're being your true, honest, authentic self of who you are, what advice could you give to people that are struggling with the same thing, that are struggling with maybe being bisexual or in the closet? What advice can you give to people right now?
Honestly, like I'm still not out. Like 100%. Just the people that I care for, people that ask me questions, like I'll be completely honest with them. And the way that I've lived, I still live my life no matter what. If you're uncomfortable or whatnot, at the end of the day, they're not paying my bills. So I don't have things to explain to anybody out here. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going to explain myself and to the people I care for, which is my family, my friends, and which they already actually know. So there's nothing for me to explain to anybody else.
Right. I like that answer. I like that you are real, that you are raw. So are you single?
At the moment, I'm single. Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. And so you have not found your Prince Charming, have you?
I have not. No,
or your princess. So we say we're just
princess, prince. No, I have not.
Okay. So, with that, Alex, I really, really appreciate you being on here and sharing your story. You're awesome. I love the dynamics that you gave and your own perception of how things are in your world and how it is, and so many people are struggling with that.
It's a harder world than anybody could think that it really is. It's really, really tough. Like you think the guy and the girl dating world is like tough, which it is. I'm not gonna lie. But this world is just a completely different, like, underworld, like hell. Like, it's just like worse than being in high school, honestly. Like, I'm like,
Really?
like I'd rather go straight. I'm like, let me take counseling, let me go back. I
No?
wish it could be that
Oh,
easy,
wow.
but it's not.
So
But it's
do-
reality. You gotta accept what you are and what you have to
Yeah.
live with.
So do you feel like there are not enough advocates, not a lot of emotional or online support systems,
Yes.
especially with family, friends, and stuff like that that are dealing with this?
Absolutely.
We hear about all the time with the suicide, with all this other stuff going on. But you live in your truth. You are sexy. You are bona fide.
Thank
You
you.
do your thing. You show your stuff all up on social media. And also, on top of all the social media, where can we find you?
You can
on
find me
social
on
media.
social media, Instagram, alepapi_. Facebook, Alex Garcia from Detroit, obviously.
Yes, represent.
I grew up in California, but this is where my family, my people that I love are in Detroit. So
Okay.
that's how you
And
can find me.
Alex, tell us again on what are you currently working with? I hear you got some big things coming up, some big dreams.
So I'm starting a gym workout company, clothing line, whatever. So that's in the process. So soon to be out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys have to definitely check out for that. We'll keep you guys up in mind and updated about everything that is going on with all of our guests. And Alex, I especially want to thank you for being here.
No, thank
you
you.
rock, and I think I just appreciate you so much for being
I
on
love you.
here. I love you.
I'm obsessed.
I'm obsessed.
This
Thank
woman,
you.
her podcast, it's insane.
Thank you so much. Okay, that concludes our episode for today. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. You can check us out on kissingfrogspodcast.com. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Kissing Frogs podcast is all about the fun side of dating the wrong people. Ever been on that really bad first date or dated a total douchebag? Well, instead of crying about it, laugh about it. Come share your stories on Kissing Frogs podcast and tell us if you made it through all these frogs and found your prince or princess.